This is the Chemical Guys medium duty clay bar. Now, the clay bar is what you use to make your car feel as smooth as glass. If you wash your car and it feels rough and sounds rough to the touch, even when it's clean, that's actually pollution and contamination stuck in the paint. The only way to take that off is with a clay bar. Now, the medium clay bar is formulated to take off contamination that's a little heavier on cars that have been outside and have not been clayed in several years, maybe about 4 to 5 years.
Hey everyone, Nick Grillo, Grillo's Garage, and today we're going to talk about our Brilliant Finish synthetic clay. Brilliant Finish synthetic clay acts just like a traditional clay bar, but there's a few added benefits to this that make it a nice innovation. First and foremost, it is used almost exactly like clay. It can be used with speed shine on a dry car as part of your decontamination process, or you can actually use this as part of your car washing process. Simply dip the tool in your soap and water car wash mix and use the car wash as a lubricant. The foam backing also allows you to store some of that car wash mix, so if you ever run out and run into a dry panel, you simply squeeze the applicator to apply more lubricant to the paint. Another nice feature of this is that it lasts quite a bit longer than a clay bar. While a traditional clay bar will give you about 7 to 10 decontaminations, this should give you about 20 to 25 complete decontaminations before you need to replace it. Also, because the synthetic polymetric material on the front of the Brilliant Finish synthetic clay does not absorb any of the contaminants within it, if you drop it on the ground, all you have to do is simply rinse it off and get right back to work. Thank you for watching. For more information on Brilliant Finish synthetic clay, be sure to visit grillsgarage.com. And as always, have fun in your garage.
Every day, harmful contaminants embed and accumulate on the surface of your car, causing serious damage if left unattended. Car enthusiasts and professionals know there's only one way to remove these destructive elements. Mother's Clay Bar safely and effortlessly extracts these embedded contaminants. And it's as simple as spray, clay, and wipe away, leaving the surface perfectly clean, smooth as glass, ready for polishing and waxing.
Mother's Clay Bar System. More value, more clay.
DJ and Bob here from 303 Products, and today we're going to take you through a full car detail from start to finish.
The 303 automotive line has everything you need for every step along the way.
So watch the whole video or skip ahead to the section you need to find out tips and tricks on how to make your car look better than new. The first thing we're going to be doing is detailing under the hood. You're going to want to cover any electrical components. An easy way to do this is by using a plastic bag to make sure any of those electronics are covered.
We're going to be using 303 tire and rubber cleaner. You can use any cleaner and degreaser to get the job done under the hood.
Usually your ECU and your fuse box will be near the sides, either left or right, and you want to make sure they're covered up with a plastic bag. You can do it with a garbage bag or any bag you have at home. This does have a covered air filter, so we don't have to worry about covering that. But if your car does not have a covered air filter and it's exposed, you're going to want to cover that with a bag as well.
Once that engine bay is clean, we're going to cover any plastic components with 303 protectant. We're going to let it sit while you're doing the detail so that you save time and you don't have to wait for it.
Another great thing about our protectant is it actually soaks into all those plastic and rubber pieces, keeping it protected from fading and cracking. All right, our next step is going to be washing the car. We're going to be using our 303 car wash. This has high lubricity, which is good. That way you're not getting any scratches and swirl marks when you're washing the car. Also, this has no wax added, which is great because then you're not going to be having to strip that layer of wax off later.
There are two methods to washing your car. There's the 2-bucket method, where you have a wash and rinse bucket, and then there's the 3-bucket method, which uses the same ideology as the 2-bucket method, but you're adding a wheel and tire bucket to that as well. Today we're going to be using the 3-bucket method, so we're going to be washing the wheels and tires first. If you use a 2-bucket method, you're going to do that last so that you're not introducing any of the dirt and debris from your wheels to the rest of your paint. The 303 tire and rubber cleaner has anti-redeposition technology. As you can see, the brush has picked up a lot of dirt and road grime from the tires, and the anti-redeposition technology will pull that dirt and road grime off the brush. I'm going to spray the brush here and dip it in the bucket, and as you can see, we have a clean brush.
303 tire and rubber cleaner also works great on rubber floor mats. This is a great time in the process to get this done. That way they can dry while you're washing the rest of the car. Now you want to start washing the car from top to bottom. This way when you're rinsing all the dirt down off. Also when you're taking your mitt, you want to go in a back and forth motion instead of in swirls, because that's what makes swirl marks and scratches in the paint. So now we're on to claying the car. What used to be a little clay bar, when this got dirty or you dropped it on the ground, you had to dispose of it. What 303 has is a clay mitt. Now all you have to do is rinse it off if you drop it, and this is good for at least 30 uses.
So today we're going to be using 303 Speed Detailer as a clay lubricant. You can also use soap and water. What this does is it creates lubrication between the clay mitt and the paint to prevent scratching and marring.
So a cool little trick you could do at home is take a little plastic bag and just lightly rub it on the paint. You're going to feel little humps and bumps. Once we clay it, you're not going to feel any of that. Just take the Speed Detailer, spray a light mist on. Just like we did with the wash mitt, you're going to want to do straight back and forth motions on the paint. So now if you decontaminated the paint properly with the clay mitt, you won't feel any of those humps and bumps. All right, so now we're on to our polishing step. This is going to be our 3-step process. We have our compound polish, finishing polish. Depending on how your paint looks, this is going to get out any of those scratches, swirl marks, and bring out the ultimate clarity within your paint.